I didn't mean for it to go that far. But I also didn't stop it, so here we are. It started at a work event. One of those rooftop things where everyone's pretending to network while quietly getting drunk on company money. I wasn't even supposed to be there. My coworker bailed last minute, sent me her +1 ticket like it was nothing. You'll have fun. Yeah. Right. I walked in alone, grabbed a drink, to that thing where you stare at your phone so no one talks to you, and then someone sat next to me. Not across, next to me. Close enough that I felt it before I even looked. That kind of presence that makes your body react first. I kept my eyes on my phone for a second longer, like maybe if I didn't acknowledge it, it wouldn't be real. Then I looked up. Big mistake. They were already looking at me. Not casually, not curious, like they'd been watching me before I noticed. You look like you'd rather be somewhere else. I blinked. Is it that obvious? They smiled, slow, like they had time, only to me. I should have moved. I didn't. We talked. And I don't mean small talk. I mean the kind of conversation that pulls things out of you weren't planning to share. Time got weird, people disappeared, music faded. At some point the rooftop emptied out around us and neither of us noticed. Until someone started stacking chairs nearby. We both looked around, then at each other and laughed. Walk with me. Not a question, I should have said no. I didn't. We ended up on a side street, quiet, city lights but no noise, just walking, no direction, like the point wasn't where we were going. It was just not being apart yet. And then they stopped mid-step. I took 2 more steps before I realized and turned around. They were just looking at me, not saying anything, just looking. What? I said. Nothing. That's not a nothing look. They tilted their heads slightly. What does it look like? My heart was doing something I didn't approve of. I'm not answering that. They stepped a little closer. Smart. We kept walking, but something had shifted. The space between us felt different now. Heavier. Charged, like the conversation had been a distraction, and now we were in what it was distracting from. We stopped outside a hotel bar, dim lights, low music, the kind of place where everything feels slower. One more drink? They didn't say it like a question. I knew exactly what it meant, and I said yes anyway. Inside, we found a corner booth, closer than before, close enough that I stopped noticing anything else in the room. The music, the people gone, it was just this. At one point they leaned in to hear me and didn't move back. I didn't move either. We just stayed there, close. Too close to pretend it didn't mean something. I could feel their attention, not wandering, not distracted, locked in. You're doing it again, I said quietly. Doing what? Looking at me like that. They didn't even try to deny it. I know. You're not going to apologize. They leaned back just enough to look at me properly. Do you want me to? I held their gaze longer than I should have. No. The check came, neither of us reached for it right away, and then they said, lower this time, closer. I don't want this to end here. And that's the part that gets me, because I'm usually good at this. The part where I stay in control, where I smile, say something casual and leave, but I didn't. I just looked at them and said exactly what I was thinking. It doesn't have to. There was a pause. 1 second, 2. Then they smiled. Not slow this time, not calculated, real, like something had just locked into place. We stood up at the same time, walked out together, no hesitation, no pretending. And I'm not gonna tell you what happened after that, but I will say this. I didn't sleep much that night. Not because I couldn't, because I didn't want to. The next morning I texted my coworker, "Thanks for the ticket." She replied immediately, "That good?" I stared at the message for a second, then just sent one emoji. She called me right after, screaming, and for once I didn't even try to downplay it. Some nights, you don't explain them. You just let them stay exactly what they were. Uncontrolled. And a little dangerous.